Robinhood, Robinhood, Robinhood. What are we going to be doing with you? So by now you've probably heard of Robinhood's massive outage on Monday, March 2nd, that even spilled on over to the very next day, March 3rd. While many blame this on Robinhood for getting leap year, that's just a heavy online rumor and not actually confirmed by anyone. Instead, they said it was because of a surplus of activity due to the C-19 panic, and the market actually experienced its largest single point gain in history. I'm sure that was really because of all the Wall Street bets users on Robinhood being locked from harming themselves. Really just bad timing here for Robinhood. And I just really feel bad for the people who actually lost money from options or not being able to sell or buy positions. Like, you expect the stock market to be risky, but you don't expect it to be risky because the brokerage doesn't even give you an opportunity to make money. This is just totally unacceptable. I personally wasn't affected at all, though if Robinhood asked, I definitely want my reparations for the pain and suffering that I went through Monday morning. You guys know I'm a long-term investor, and I usually only buy on Fridays, so the outage didn't really do anything to me. Now, just when you thought Robinhood had turned over a new leaf, offering a high-interest savings account with your idle cash, fractional shares, a dividend reinvestment program, Robinhood decided to yet again shoot itself in the foot. Apparently, exactly 4 years ago on this date of the most recent leap year, Robinhood yet again was also down. I'm just speculating here, but I think the reason the app was down the full day was because most of their staff probably works overseas to save on cost. So while we're here panicking during the day, most of their workers are probably sleeping calmly thinking about infinite leverage. Which brings me to my next point. This isn't exactly the first time that Robinhood has been all over the news for the wrong reasons. And after this, I'm starting to doubt that this will be the last reason. I mean, they even have a Wikipedia page with their controversies section taking up more space than their history section. I mean, this is the same company that didn't even bother to check if money would be insured when advertising a 3% interest rate on its brokerage. This is the same company that allowed GA moments to happen when they accidentally let users have infinite leverage. And now they are the first company to prevent users from even being able to trade, being held hostage. And what is their response to all this? A very heavily delayed apology that finally acknowledged that their site was down. Oh, but it gets even better when they offered up to $5 off on its Robinhood Gold feature for 3 months. Oh, and that's only if you had Robinhood Gold to begin with. If you're just a regular customer, yeah, go screw yourself.
Gamer did the Jazz win this one.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
I mean, this can't possibly be serious. Like, what? When I first read this, I was waiting for an and, but there was no and. This was it. I understand they can't rewind the stock market. This isn't like where you go to a restaurant and they can remake your food if it's not up to your standards. This is like if the restaurant intentionally gave you food poisoning and their only compensation was to give you a coupon for more food poisoning, just $5 cheaper. So Robinhood's basically saying that they don't care if you lost thousands of dollars potentially. Just wave a coupon that nobody asked for in your face and problem solved. They did announce, however, that you can contact them for a case-by-case review for compensation. But come on, this is a company known for its lack of customer service. You really think that they will be able to read through millions of users in a timely fashion? It's basically written in their terms of conditions when you sign up that Robinhood is not responsible for your losses if something like this did happen. Plus, what's stopping anyone from saying, yeah, you know what, I was actually going to invest $1 million in company X on Monday, and I was unable to do so. Please give me $1 million. Theoretically, that is plausible. I mean, the stock market did go up $1 trillion. So right now, I really don't know what to do. I really love the Robinhood app. It's really easy to use. It's really easy to share in my portfolio. These new features are great. And other brokerages actually have security measures that prevent you from being able to record the screen like I'm doing right now. which means I couldn't exactly make these type of videos directly. But that just means I'll have to find an alternate way to share my portfolio, maybe on an Excel sheet. And that won't look as sleek as Robinhood's, which I do have to give them credit for. They do have a very appealing look on their interface here. So let me know in the comments, guys, what do you guys think I should do? Let me know what you're planning on doing if you're a Robinhood user. Honestly, I think there's just going to be a mass exodus of users for them. And as always, guys, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I think it's also funny that as soon as the Fed announced a rate cut, Robinhood within 10 minutes cut their interest rates as well. Well, I understand why they had to do this. How does it take them 24 hours to post an apology, yet they can make the coding necessary to avoid having to pay money to customers so easily? I'm not one for cancel culture, but I truly think it's time for management at that company to be reshuffled from top to bottom.